So let's see what's going on with Danileigh, because this is about the baby and shit, and I guess their relationship. But I just want to get what's going on with her. What's going on with her situation. So the energy of the lovers came out. You know, this lover situation, I'm getting it's not a happy lovers situation. Like if you look at the faces, you know what I mean? It's kind of just like resentment and issues. You know what I mean? It's a lot of projection as well. It's kind of just like, I don't know, they're both just projecting their energy off each other. So this is interesting. You know, it's about them needing to let go. Again, I keep saying them, but this is about her needing to let go of the situation. The fact that his energy is so intertwined into hers, I'm picking up the vibe. It's like she's really not over what's going on with, or what happened with their situation. You see what I mean? It's kind of just like she wants understanding. You know, if you look at this bird is broken down. So this is definitely not a happy situation for her. You know, what this creator energy is showing me is that she needs to turn to the creator, because that's actually what she's not doing. Like, she's doing her spell work, you know what I mean? She's doing everything in between, but not coming to the creator. So let's see, will they end up getting back together? I'll just ask the questions everyone's curious about instead of letting the energies just speak for themselves. So this has to do with her emotions as well, because it's face down. So this is actually funny. This is showing me that they will get back together one of these days. You know what I mean? It's not going to be what it's been, and it's going to be short-lived, and it's going to be filled with conflict. Because if you see the 6 and all this, but yeah, they're definitely going to come back together. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, I don't know how, but they definitely will. So that's interesting. Let's see. I'm trying to switch up these readings. So let's see. I don't even know what to ask because I'm not even invested in situation. But let's see. What can I see regarding Danileigh? Her situation is like she lost control over her life, over her situation. You know, like it's like she's full of anger. You know what I mean? She's not thinking right. She's not thinking straight. So this is actually interesting. Like, I know a lot of people feel a particular way because they see her as a home wrecker and all of that. So it's kind of just like if you guys get some sort of like pleasure or joy with hearing her like going through shit, she's definitely going through it. So that's interesting. Let's continue. You know what I mean? Again, just like it's karma. That's why she's going through it. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like her needing to understand like the hurt and pain that she caused is what this is about. So that's interesting. Let's look further. Again, it's coming from source. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what goes around come around. You know what I mean? Everything is coming full circle. So it's kind of just like she caused a lot of heartbreak, misery. You know what I mean? Now it's like her emotions aren't right. You know what I mean? Now she's having conflict with her situation. Cause it's funny though. Like I'm picking up the energy, and it's not cause the obvious. Cause I know like a lot of this shit is obvious for the simple fact it's like, yeah, you know, she was just like didn't give a fuck about like how other people felt and all that. But I can't help the energies that's showing, you know, even though it's the obvious. So it's kind of just like all that sort of pain that she's caused, she's getting a taste of it. And you know this is going to be some deep shit too, because this didn't even happen like later on in her situation. This is happening now. And you know, usually when you cause a lot of pain and you make people like feel hurt and shit, you know, you're going to be experiencing this shit for probably like a few months or years or something. So, you know, she's definitely going to be in a fighting situation. And with this Thunderbolt, you know, this is kind of like set up like an oracle deck, but this is actually the Tower card in this deck. So it's kind of just like, yeah, she's in the Tower situation. You know what I mean? And look, she's alone. So that's interesting, you know. That's why I guess you're not supposed to be a complete asshole. Because look what happens, you know what I mean? Source comes into your shit and fuck you up. So let's continue. What else do we need to see, even though we kind of are seeing the obvious? I like when the cards pop out personally. Oh, damn, that's way too much shit going on, so I ain't gonna be doing all of that. But the energies that look interesting to me, it's kind of just like a unhappy sort of like relationship life, you know what I mean? Sorrow. And yeah, this is a breakthrough, but if you look at the images, she's bound. So it's like no breakthrough, it's the opposite. So let me pull some more random cards out just to see what's going on with her, because it just turned into like the baby's reading and shit, because I guess you know, her energies are just so connected to him and shit. And I guess, to be honest too, that's the only reason why we know her. So it's kind of just like even the energies is kind of just like she's not really relevant without him being in this situation. So that's really funny. You know, I'm saying she has to do a lot of work as well, like behind the scenes. You know what I mean? This is funny. It's kind of like she's not set. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. It's kind of like she's not set for life. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yeah, she had this baby, but that was showing kind of like earlier in the reading with this situation. You know what I mean? She tried to dress up sort of the situation like she's this sort of like cute Instagram model. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, like when I see her, I think of like a Miami tan, like high rise or something. But that's not, you know, what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, with this adventure situation, it's kind of just like a new start. So this is showing me like, this is interesting. This is actually showing me like, I don't know, she thought like her having this guy's kid was gonna extend her situation. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was gonna be a bridge to like abundance and wealth and shit like that. But that's just not the case. So it's kind of just like her plans has been scrapped. That's why she's going on this adventure. You know what I mean? It's not a situation that's completed where it's kind of just like you can retire and shit like that. It's not that vibe. It's kind of just like her money's not right, her situation isn't right, you know? So I'm even actually picking up the vibe, which is funny. It's just like living above your means. So like, I don't know like what's going on with her life or what, but it's kind of just like she's trying to live a lifestyle, but she's tying herself up financially. So she's hurting herself. And it's funny because this card came up, you know what I mean? It's all about restrictions, you know? And this restrictions is because she didn't have morality. You know, she was too caught up in her lust, her passions, and it clouded her mind. It clouded her judgment. So now look, she's in prison. You know, it's like she imprisoned her body. You know what I mean? She imprisoned herself spiritually. And just, she has a lot of restrictions and imprisonment. So I'm actually going to leave it here. That was actually interesting. I never, like, just completely switched up the whole style of the reading. Usually I do it, like, one whole style throughout the reading. But if you guys liked it, and you want to see more of this sort of, like, random shit, definitely tell me, you know? You know, speak to me. Like, tell me what you like what type of style of readings you like and stuff, you know? Definitely put that in the comment section. You know, I'm definitely inclined to hear what you guys like, hear what style of readings you guys like, and stuff like that. But anyway, thanks for watching.